Today you have the opportunity of a lifetime when it comes to AI. And it's one AI stock that is giving you the ability to grow your portfolio like crazy. And you don't even know what it is. You know why? Because the manipulation is happening. The rich, the wealthy, the well informed, the institutions, they are suppressing the price of this investment, even though it's skyrocketed over the past month. But because of AI and because of how we feel about AI, if you don't look into this stock, you are missing the boat. We're going to talk about that.
You just wanna get paid. Tired of making the money mistakes. Make a payment on your bills and you still late. Yeah, painful profits to help you seek change. And you just wanna get paid. Yeah, tired of making no money mistakes. Make a payment on your bills and you still late. Painful profits to help you seek change. Yeah, cut the show and just listen. You wanna feel empowered by making money decisions. Residual by the hours.
Before we get started, as always, like, subscribe, share to our channel as we continue to grow. We're here to help. In real life, I'm a certified financial planner managing over $250 million in assets. But on these YouTube streets, I just give great information. And today, what stock we talking about? Well, today, my profiteers, we're talking about Soundhound. So you might say to yourself, who is Soundhound? What are they exactly? Well, let's think about this. When we call a call center, about 5 years ago, we talked to a real person. They had the prompt, the computer, that made that little clicking sound, but we know we talked to a person after kind of going through the prompt. Now we call a call center and we don't know if we're really talking to a person or talking to an AI bot. And the company behind the voice to make the inflections of our voice be driven by AI is Soundhound. Now, do you think because of Jerome Powell coming out saying that he's going to pause interest rates next year, you think that's going to stop companies from using AI when you call to cut down expenses, to reduce resources, which means, i.e., lay off jobs or reposition jobs so people can be more efficient and effective in their role? Do you think because of mortgage rates maybe going up or people upset about inflation ticking up a little bit, even though it's coming down a lot, you think that's going to stop Soundhound from finding ways to make our voice be used by AI? I had to pause right there because I had to think about my voice and AI. Do you think that's going to stop? No. I'm going to give you guys an actually real world scenario. So before I became a financial advisor, I was an intern at General Electric. Shouts out to GE, right? Inroads interns. Shouts out to Inroads interns as well. The Inroads in the house. I was tasked to help, and this is back in 2003 when I was an intern. I was tasked to route calls from one place to another using a computer system. That computer system was horrible. To press one, beep, press two, beep, just crazy. And from 2003, when I interned, got the job in 2005, I and two other people was tasked to make that system better. We made the system better to the point where we saved General Electric at that time an estimated $4 million. Now, $4 million back in 2005 was a drop in a bucket. Now they make $5 million probably in an hour or 2 hours, right? But it just goes to show how much money it saved them from rerouting calls. But still, with those calls, you know what happened? People still want to talk to a live person. So as much routing that we did, they still hit £0, £0, £0, £0. And eventually they talk to a real person. Well, if you look at this now, 15, now 20, wow, 20, Jiminy Christmas, 05, yeah. 20 years later, Soundhound makes it so that when we call into the call center, we don't know if we're talking to a human or AI. And as we get more comfortable, as the baby boomers get more comfortable, because people in their 40s, 30s, 20s, they're comfortable with calling, right? And talking to AI. They're comfortable. But the baby boomers, they're not. But Soundhound, yes, this Soundhound is making it so that these baby boomers don't know the difference and they feel comfortable thinking they're talking to a person when really AI is the one driving it. Now, it could be used for bad as well because the scammers gon' scam. Scammers gon' scam. Swipers gon' swipe. But in the long run, if companies are able to cut back and use Soundhound to do that, that's going to be a win. But why is it that people are dumping their Soundhound shares? Whereas we talked about yesterday, the manipulation is in, and Soundhound has grown dramatically. And now the rich, the wealthy, the elite are dumping their shares, hoping that you take heed and do the wrong thing. So let's look at Soundhound and see how we can profit off of it going down. Yes, yes, yes. Look at Soundhound. Soundhound, as we can see, has exploded since late October to the tune of 280%. It was at $6 a share a month and a half ago. And now it was as high as $24 a share, back down to $18 a share. I don't know about you, but making a gain of 280% in a matter of a month and a half, people kill to make 28% in the stock market a year when the market average is 10. You made what people kill to make times 10. So you think because of inflation going up a little bit, or the market being manipulated, or Jerome Powell saying that he's going to not raise interest rates every single quarter of next year, when he's going to come out next year and say something different, you think that's going to stop companies from using Soundhound to reduce their workforce? Sad to say, but to make calls easier for baby boomers so they can talk to an AI person that gets their questions answered. And you know what happens with service, right? We pay for service. We know when it comes to going to that great restaurant, we'll give that great tip because we had great service. So now companies, because you're calling thinking you're talking to a person, they're going to charge more. They're going to justify because they're adding the service, because before you had to talk to a robot. Now you're talking to a person who sounds like a person that's not a person that's answering your questions. So they're going to increase their convenience fees, their service charges. They make more money by cutting back their resources. And that's what's happening right now. And you have a chance to either go with the flow or get rolled over. And we need to go with the flow. And the flow was when it went up by 280%, being in that investment. But when it's down by now 38%, as you can see, this is not the time to get out. Oh no, it's a buying opportunity. You guys know my famed rule. What's my famed rule, y'all? My famed rule is the 20% rule. We want to buy when something goes up dramatically, but it drops down by 20%. The reason why it goes down by 20, when it gets back, that's a 26% gain, even if it takes a year. And I don't think that's going to happen with Soundhound. We make, if it takes a year, and 1 year where it takes the market 3 years to make at 9%. I don't know about you, but if I could do 3 times the market every single year, that's good. Let's look at this though. So we look at this. You telling me we would not love to be at 280%? Even if it went down by 38%, are we upset right now? We're still up by over 150%. But look at this, right? It might not gap down to here, but it's down, y'all. Right now, the price is down by 20% right now. And my humble opinion, for what that's worth, because of the scare, because of the fear and greed index now being at 29 when it was at 34 yesterday, people are panicking. The manipulation is happening right now, and you should not be a part of it. So I believe it's a chance it can go down as much as 38%. Now, right now it's down by 22%. Today alone, it was down by 19%. So what does that mean? It was worth $100, theoretically speaking. Now it's worth 80. If we liked it when it was at 100, we don't like it when it's at 80. In this case, it might go down as much as 60. If we liked it at 100, we don't like it at 60? Are we tripping right now? Knowing that companies will continue to use Soundhound to improve their AI, to eliminate jobs. I hate to say it, but to eliminate jobs. And we're not going to get into Soundhound today. We are tripping. Are you going to be tripping? Or are you going to be getting to the money? I would think we get to the money. And this is why. Soundhound, symbol SOUN, down by 20% today. Down by 20% today. If it gets back to where it was, let's say it takes a year, that's a 25% gain. And 1 year, do we think we want to make 25%? I'll take that. Do I believe it's going to be 25% in 1 year? No. I think it's going to be at 100%. Yes, I think Soundhound over the next year will double. Big reason why, as we talked about, companies are going to continue to use them because they are using AI to eliminate jobs, reduce the workforce, or shuffle jobs. So now a person answering calls, computers answer calls, you could be more effective. You could be more efficient. We can have you do more things because you're not answering calls. That's not going to stop just because Jerome Powell and I say semi loosely, semi manipulated the market because the rich and the wealthy are selling based on your fear, and they're going to buy back today, tonight, and over the next few days. But if it hits that gap down that we showed you and goes down approximately 38%, which is a retracement that can really happen, what's going to happen? Look at here. So if it does go down by 38%, that means we're getting a 60% gain. So theoretically speaking, just by it going down from a retracement standpoint, which has a possibility of happening, we're going to make 60%. If that takes a year, are we upset with making 60%? We're making 6 times as much as the market. The market average is 9%. We get 60 in 1 year. Come on, y'all. The reason why I think it's going to at least double is because I think this is going to happen. I think it will go down to 38%. If not, okay. But I do think in the next year, it's going to go up over 100% because companies will continue to find ways to cut costs, drive up revenue, because a company's one job and one job only is to keep the shareholders happy. And how do we do that? By having our stock value go up. And they know a company like Soundhound is going to have that happen. Let that happen. Make that happen. And what happens for your money? If we don't take advantage of a discounted investment like Soundhound today, we might be replaced. Not in the sense of your job, but in the sense of your money not growing like it should. And we all know if it doesn't grow, we in some trouble. So today, we know Soundhound at my 20% discount rule, which it is today. And number 3, get with it or get rolled over. Comment below, though, what we think. We think Soundhound is going to continue to go up. You think AI is going to slow down, or do you think AI is going to continue to grow like it has been? I know one thing. If we don't buy at a discount, we're buying at the wrong price. Anyways, love is love. Let's get ready for the holidays. Let's make some paper promise together, y'all. Peace.